Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining another session of our YSCT. So this is gonna be the session 4, which is also gonna be the last one. So good to be here with you guys. Thank you for joining, guys. All right, I guess this is about the time, so we're gonna jump in. Oh well, honestly, guys, today's session we actually can actually make it simpler because we don't have too much things left here, not too many things left here, but they're very important. So let's just jump in, okay? So first thing I'm going to talk about for today's session here is going to be this. Have a check. Reports and recordings, all right? It's not a big deal, to be very honest, because you don't have to configure anything here, but this part is very important for you to collect the important data. If you want to get the feedback, you want to get the stats, then you're supposed to go check on this place. For example, number 1, CDR. Pretty sure currently we still have a question is exactly where can I get the CDR? That's very important for us, especially if I want to figure out what was going on my system, then we really need to have a check on the CDR. It's just right over here. You can simply find it on the left side column, go click on reports and recordings, and the first one is going to be CDR. So here we can absolutely download our CDR, whichever you prefer to have. You can just download that particular one from our PBX. This is the first thing you can do there. Except for that, you can also delete some particular CDR. If you don't need it, you want to delete that particular one, you can also do it as well. Okay. And if you want to search a particular CDR, by the way, it can be very specific. We can make it be very specific. As you guys can see here, we have we can actually search a particular CDR by timing, or maybe we can just make it be more specific, like a call from which extension, then call to a particular destination. You can just simply enter it over here. So our system will just follow the requirement. This is kind of like you're going to send your requirement there, then the system will just follow this, help you to get the final result. So this is basically the way how we use the filter to get the particular CDR we want from our system. Okay, not a big deal, but once again, like I said, it's very important, especially sometimes we want to collect some important data or feedback. So please remember, you're supposed to go access this place. Okay. Now, I got a question here is, can you search by outside caller's caller ID? Okay, good question. So if you want to know that, what you're supposed to do now is here, call to, you can just enter that particular destination. For example, like the outbound call caller ID. Let's see, this is going to be the caller ID to my external contacts. Then we will simply need to enter his phone number here. Just try to find this phone number. But I don't think I have any external, calls on this PBX. I'm sorry about that. So apparently, so far I can't get nothing here, but you can actually drop that particular number over here so you can get the answer. You can get the final result. All right. I'm sorry about this part, guys, because this system has been deployed in my office, and I don't think we have any call sent from the PBX to the outside. All right. Okay, let's see this one. Question was more about inbound calls. Okay, so you just want to figure out if there any way for us to get the CDR. It's like incoming call sent from our customers, right? So like that, I think you can. Yeah, you can do it. You can actually do it, whatever it is, because this is CDR. So it can be the internal call. It can also be the external call. The call from here, you can simply just enter that particular caller ID. But exactly, just like I said, again, I don't think we have any external calls on this PBX. So whatever I type here, I don't have any answer there. I don't have any, final result here. But the thing is, like I said, you can absolutely use the filter to make it work. Currently, you can see this timing is March 10, so I probably need to change the timing here. Then call from. Oh, let me try this. I don't think I have any external call. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't have any external call. So if I have, I can actually get the result here in the list. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the feedback. Okay. So this is actually the way how we make use of the CDR. Not a big deal, but once again, it's very important for us to collect some data. That's it. And let's keep going. And one more thing we have here is going to be recording files. So The previous session, I guess we just mentioned about the call recording features. Do you remember? That's the that's the auto recording feature. So once you enable it, then whatever it is, those calls are going to be recorded automatically, handled by our system. So if you have any recordings, you will be able to see them going to be posted in this list. I don't think I have any recordings on the system, obviously, guys. You can see here, I got nothing here. But like I said, if you enable the auto recording feature for, let's see, for my SIP chunk, then anytime if I have a recording through that SIP chunk, okay, any calls go through that SIP chunk, has been recorded, then we'll be able to see the recording file right over here. So this is, again, something similar like what we were talking about with the CDR. You will be able to have the filter on the top side, so you can search it here as well. Okay, then the last one will just be call reports. Call reports feature, very interesting, guys. You know, if you get our P-Series system, the on-premise PBX, let's see, you got the P-Series appliance edition, means the hardware, all right? So, you know, we provide you guys something called subscription plan. I guess probably you guys may heard about it, right? So let's see, I got a P550 or P560 or P570, anyway, any model of them, all right? Let's see, I just get a particular hardware. So if I never subscribe the plan, what I have there is only the hardware box, and that box is called basic plan. Means you never subscribe anything additionally, all right? So if you only have the basic plan, means the hardware, the box only, all right? So this call reports features are limited, which means when you click on this drop-down list, you actually see that only a few of them, only a few features are supported in the list. Then for other features, they're locked. This is something very interesting, all right, because call reports features, this particular feature is fully related with our call center solution. That's why if you never subscribe our enterprise plan or ultimate plan, either enterprise plan or ultimate plan, you won't be able to use those additional features, advanced features in this drop-down list. I guess you can only have something very basic like extension call, statistics. This is the only thing you can have there. I guess only a few of them are going to be supported if you only have the basic plan. However, if you subscribe our enterprise plan or ultimate plan, whatever, so things are changed, then you will just be able to see all this drop-down list. You click on it, all these features are going to be supported with no doubt, like what I'm doing now. I will be able to access all of them because this particular model, the P570, has been enabled with the ultimate plan. So absolutely, I get the full access of all this. So I'll be able to check something additional, something more advanced, like I said. For example, like agent login. This is like activity or agent paused activity, agent missed call activity. Anyway, ring group statistics. Anyway, all these are advanced features, like I said, fully related with our call center solution. So the condition is, remember, only when you enable the enterprise plan, either enterprise plan or ultimate plan, then you will be able to have the full access with this. Otherwise, only a few of them are going to be supported for you. Okay. Get a question? Have a look here. Can subscription of enterprise or ultimate plans be purchased to work with P-Series boxes, or only the cloud-based services, not on P-Series? Okay, good question. This is actually a little bit tricky, guys. Let me just explain to you guys. So as we know, P-Series system, we got three options, right? Number one, we have the on-premise version, which is the hardware. Number two is going to be the software edition. Number three is going to be the cloud edition, right? So let's talk about the hardware first. If we're talking about the hardware PBX, well, the subscription plan and the hardware, this particular hardware, are separate. You can choose to purchase the hardware only. You can also choose to purchase the hardware system with the subscription plan. That's what it is. Give you guys an example. This is kind of like a PlayStation or Xbox. You know how it works, right? You got the hardware there, and if you want to have some additional services, then you're supposed to subscribe their plan, right? So you get the hardware with the plan. That's it. This is the same thing. We get the hardware here. That's optional. It's totally optional for you to enable the subscription plan or not. This is about the P-Series appliance edition, okay? Well, however, when we talk about the software edition, or the cloud edition, that's totally different. The business model is totally different because, you know, software edition and cloud edition, it's virtualized, right? It's just totally virtualized. We don't need a hardware. We don't need a hardware anymore. So the business model is going to be totally different. The business model is just fully annual subscription based. That's it. The recurring revenue. That's what it is. So means if I'm a customer, let's see, I need a cloud solution or I need a software solution, I will just need to subscribe the plan because I need to pay for that license annually. Okay. Let's see this question, another one. Can we upsell the customer to the subscriptions at any time or have to be purchased at time of P-Series box? Good question. Okay, here's the answer. That's flexible. That's definitely flexible. So customers, they can purchase the hardware. Let's see, I can purchase the hardware today, but I don't want to subscribe it today. Probably 1 year later, I want to subscribe it. Can I do it? The answer is yes. They can subscribe the plan anytime. This is flexible. Okay, so no worries about this. Okay, thank you for your question. Now another question, let's have a look here. This file, it's recycled. Wait a minute, which file? I'm a little bit confused. Which file are you talking about for this recycle? Could you please just give me more details? You know, make the explanation more detailed because I'm a little bit confused about this question. CDR, okay. All right, got it, thank you. So for CDR, it's not gonna be recycled, all right? So if you delete it, that means you just delete it. Be careful with this, all right? Be careful with this. Well, as for where can you store the CDR, you got many options there. You can choose to keep your CDR on the local flash. This is one way. And another way is you can choose to keep your CDR on your, you know, external storage devices. That's also going to be fine. So if you truly want to have a recycle solution, well, my suggestion is if you have the CDR stored on your, you know, let's see, on your additional storage devices or local flash, whatever, make a backup. Just make a backup. This is very important. So please remember to set a backup for your system. Then whatever happens, you don't have to worry about that because you got the backup solution there, right? We can simply restore the system. So it won't be a trouble on our system. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you for the question, by the way. Now, anything else, guys? Any other questions about this, about our call reports, anyway, or the subscription plan? Okay, thank you. No problem. Now let's just keep going. I think so far we're clear. Now let's keep going. So this is basically all about the call reports. Now, what else do we have here? Another one we have here is going to be scheduled reports. I guess this feature is really cool, guys, to be very honest. That's a cool feature. I love this one. So for reports, as we know, usually if you want to check the report, you're supposed to log into the system. You're supposed to go click on it, have a look. It's just, I mean, it's normal, right? It's totally fine. It's so normal, but it's a little bit complex, right? Not so good for our user experience. So sometimes we just want to simplify our user experience. We just want to know, is that possible for me to make this report, the feedback being transferred automatically to my mailbox? If it's possible, that would be perfect, right? Well, the answer is right over here. You can simply go click on schedule reports here, click on add report. Whatever you want to collect from the system, all right? We have so many data, we have so many feedbacks there, right? So you can simply add a schedule. Like here, report type, make your selection, exactly what type of report you want to collect from the system, all right? So you can make your selection here. For example, I want to collect the chunk activity. Now I would just select it, right? Then which chunks activity? Well, you will make your selection here. Let's see, I want to collect the activity of my digital channel, my analog channel, and my SIP channel. So that's it. Then I'm going to select 3 channels here. Then time here, I would like to collect the feedback every, let's see, by day or by month. Anyway, that depends on you. That totally depends on you. Maybe I just want to collect it day by day. So that's it. That's enough, right? So I will just choose by day. Then communication type here, you can choose inbound or outbound or simultaneously, both inbound and outbound, right? Then we're gonna name it. All right, so you're gonna collect this feedback automatically, so you can just name it. Maybe this is gonna be chunk, status, right? Then email address. So where would you like to collect the feedback? You can simply drop your mailbox over here, right? Then that basically means the system will just follow my schedule here, automatically get the feedback, send it on my mailbox. That's what it is. Report frequency depends on you. Maybe I want to collect the feedback every single day, or maybe every Monday morning. So I can just select it as this, every Monday morning, 10 o'clock, let's say. So our system will just follow the schedule to generate the feedback. It gives you the, the email feedback Monday morning, 10 o'clock. As for the file format, it could be CSV file, Excel, or PDF. Make your own option here. Your own choice here. Pretty simple, right? So this feature, it's not a big deal, but it helps a lot. Okay, now keep going. Then here we have another one, download scheduled reports. So whatever you down there, if you got a scheduled reports there, you want to download it from our system, you go check on the system here. You go check on this particular interface, so you will be able to get it. All right, that's what it is. Okay, let's see this question. I don't recall, is there a place in the P-Series box where you set up the email client that sends the emails, not recipient, but what was that? Specifics of email server. Yeah, that's right. The SMTP server. I think you mentioned it's SMTP server configuration. It's over here. So if you here's the deal. If you truly want to get the email notification or something sent by the system, absolutely we're supposed to enable the SMTP server for the PBX first. Otherwise, we won't be able to get any information sent by email, because PBX is just a PBX. It's not the mail server, right? So what we're supposed to do is we're going to go click on system. Have a look here, guys. Then you're going to go click on email. This is the place where we're going to enable the mail server for it. So have a check. Still remember, guys, in the session 1, I just mentioned my suggestion for you guys to enable the mail server is going to be this. Use the default one, which is Yeastar SMTP server, which is easier, which is simpler, and you can use it directly because that's our server. However, if you truly want to customize the mail server by yourself, the answer is okay, you can also do it. So you can choose the custom email server here. Basically means you're supposed to configure all this by yourself. That's totally supported as well. Okay. Let's see another one. Another question here is, where do we have to add email for the person who's going to get the report? Okay, good question. So if you want to make the person be able to get the email, right? Well, get the report, especially get the report. Check on this. You go click on reports here. Just go click on call reports directly. See this? And then we will just need to go click on scheduled report here, scheduled reports here. All right, go click on add here. If you want, let's see, I want Jason to get the feedback, so I will just type in Jason's mailbox here, which is my mailbox. You see this? Then the system will just send the report to this particular mailbox. Okay, that's clear, right? Because this is going to be the call reports, so it can be anyone. You're supposed to add it over here. Okay. Get another question here is, can you enter more than one email address? Honestly, you cannot add multiple email address in this blank, because we only have one option here, right? But if you want to add multiple email, here's the solution, guys. Have a check. Just have a check. If you want to add multiple email address, so you back to this panel, guys. Back to this panel, you can actually add multiple reports, right? That makes sense for you guys, right? I can add a couple of rules there. So I will set everything exactly the same thing, right? Make sure all the configurations are the same thing, but the only thing different there is going to be the mailbox. So like I added 3 rules there, same rule, absolutely same rule, but the I think that's called receiver. Let's see the receiver. So the receiver's email address can be 3 different persons. This is going to be the solution for you. All right. Now, all clear, guys? this is kind of like a tricky solution, but that's right. That's exactly how we handle this. Because as you can see, if you try to add a particular rule there, you cannot add multiple email addresses there, but it's okay. You can add a couple of rules there. That's not a problem. There's nothing wrong with this, right? Okay, yeah, I got this one. Add to our roadmap. Okay, that's a good suggestion. I will send the feedback to our team. Absolutely, and thank you for this. Thank you guys. That's a good one actually. Okay. All right, let's keep going with another question here. We sent emails on our server which distribute to many recipients. Okay. All right, get a little bit confused here. All right. Okay, the feature it's identified to CDR file. The features it's identified to CDR file. I'm a little bit confused. You mean the call reports? The call reports. Is that what you're asking? Like send the call reports to a particular contacts, right? That's not going to be for this call reports, by the way. That's not going to be posted in the CDR. This is just going to be the call reports. You can go check on this call reports here, particularly, especially the download schedule reports. So if that's what you want to check, you will need to go click on here to check it. For example, what time exactly what report we generated on the system. You can get the details here. Okay. All right. So that was all about this part, by the way. Okay. Okay, thank you for your question. Now let's keep going. And the next part is going to be plan. So let's just talk about plan. I think previously I just gave you guys some explanations about the plan. Now let's have a look here. So for the plan, once again, we have two options: enterprise plan and ultimate plan. All right, two options. Keep this in your mind, and they are annual subscription based. Okay. Okay, got another question here is if a customer needs complex records on call center, which subscription plan gives the best reports? Okay, if you only need the call center feature, once again, guys, you will only need to enable the enterprise plan, because the difference between the enterprise plan and ultimate plan, it's going to be the video feature. So if you subscribe the ultimate plan, you will be able to have the video conference and video call feature. And as for the other features, as for the rest, they are all the same thing. Okay, is that clear, guys? All right, thank you for the question. Okay, so here's the deal. Let's keep going. All right, with the subscription plan. Like I said, we got two options: enterprise plan and ultimate plan. Once again, what's the difference between them? The difference between them is just gonna be two features. All right, number one, video conference. Number two, video call feature. So if you subscribe the ultimate plan, later on when you switch it to the web client, you will be able to have video call feature and video conference. All right. And as for other features, they are totally the same thing. For example, like we have remote access service, a very particular solution for your remote access, for your remote connection, for your remote registration. Very awesome solution, by the way. And you will also be able to have call center solution exactly the way how we manage our queue. Okay, a really advanced solution for helping us to optimize our management. And other things like this, we also have instant message feature. So once you enable the plan, either enterprise plan or ultimate plan, you will be able to use your Linkus mobile client, PC client, web client, share documents with each other, send messages with each other. That's the instant messaging. All right. And then you're going to have phone books feature to manage your contacts. Create different phone books, make your contacts management be more specific. Absolutely. Then you will have CRM integration. We can support Zoho CRM, we can support Salesforce, and there will be more CRMs be supported, but step by step. Okay, so this is about the subscription plan, by the way. So again, two options: enterprise plan and ultimate plan. Okay, now what next? Next, I'm going to talk about the details on our web client. So let's keep going. I'm going to switch my user account from the super administrator to individual user. All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to use my individual user account, which is going to be 2000. This is my user account. And let's just jump in and see what's going to happen. Okay, here we go. All right, as you guys can see, it looks totally different. Right? It looks totally different because this is going to be the web client. Means this is just going to be the solution for individual users to make use of it, right? It's not like the configuration portal. We're not going to use this to configure the system for now. We're going to work as the individual user to make use of the system, the entire system, so we can use the web client based on web, right? Very easy to use. I don't have to get the application. I don't have to get the hardware desktop phone. If I want to make a call, if I want to manage my presence, if I want to be connected, I'm just going to use my browser to jump into the system directly. That's it. Very simple, right? So you can see here's my user information. I got my avatar here. That's my profile. Looks good, right? Anyway, I was just joking. All right. So anyway, this is just the way how you manage your user account. By the way, you can also go click on the QR code. That's going to be the QR code. Wait a second. This is going to be the QR code. You can also see that. This is going to be the QR code for your mobile client. So you know we have Linkus mobile client. So you can also use your mobile client. Simply get the application from Google Play App Store. Then you scan this QR code. Congratulations, you get your mobile be registered. That's the way how we make use of that. All right. Well, I'm going to close this. Okay, let's keep going. Then over here is going to be your presence. So for presence management, still remember, we have 6 presences. So whatever you prefer there, you can switch your presence right over here. Pretty simple, right? Another cool feature we have here is going to be this, the function key. Click on it, guys. So if you're old school style, you want to use the function key feature, but now you're at home, you don't have the hardware desktop phone. What now? Now we can actually use the virtual function key, guys. This is like a virtual function key, fully supported. We can support 120 function keys, and for every single one of our keys, we can have 12 key types. So you can have your customization as whatever you want there. Very flexible. Okay, so this is going to be the function key. Now let's keep going. And then next part is just going to be this interface. The first thing you will have here is going to be your extensions. So still remember in session 1, session 2. In our session 2, I just mentioned about the extension groups. Still remember, we can create an extension group for sales department, tech support, accounting office. We can even set a user permission for us to see them, right? So according to my configuration right now, I will be able to see accounting office, Indonesia, Yeastar, R&D department, sales department, tech support. Anyway, that's what I can do right now. So other departments, if I don't have the user permission to see them, I mean, the visibility is not going to be possible. It's not going to be available for me. Then I cannot see any information of them. That's it. Pretty simple, right? See this? Exactly a very good way for helping us to manage the team. All right. And then another thing we have here is going to be those buttons. Have a look. Virtual buttons. So if you want to make a call, this is WebRTC based. You will simply go click on it, and we're going to use our microphone with our computer to start a call with Kristen right now. That's it. So this is going to be the audio call. Okay. Except for that, you can also go click on this one. You can also go click on this button to start the video call feature as well. Then you will need to allow your computer to access your camera. Then you're going to start the video call feature as well. Well, by the way, just like I mentioned, if you want to use the video call feature, don't forget to subscribe the ultimate plan. Otherwise, this feature is not going to be supported for you. Okay. Okay, now let's keep going. Let's keep going for another one. Another one here is going to be the chat function, the instant message feature, exactly like I mentioned before. So you want to start a group chat, you want to share your documents, whatever it is, you can just have it over here for the chat function. That's what it is. Pretty simple, right? Not a big deal. Then let's keep going with the next one. Next one is going to be the contacts management. Once again, like I said, if you never subscribe the plan, the only solution you have there is called contacts. Well, if you subscribe our plans, either enterprise plan or ultimate plan, you will be able to have phone books feature. So be careful with the difference, right? If I get the phone books feature, then I'll be able to see different phone books. Absolutely. And also, by the way, for extension configurations, I guess you guys still remember, we can set the user permission for individual users to access the contacts and phone books. So if I don't have the user permission, I can't even see any of our contacts. That's what it is. However, if I have the user permission, well, what I can do here is I can check the information there. I can also add a new contact. I can even delete a contact on our system right now because I have the user permission. Okay. The next feature, video conferencing. So this feature, once again, if you truly need it, you're supposed to subscribe our ultimate plan. Otherwise, this feature is locked. Okay. Video conference feature based on WebRTC, very easy to use because it's WebRTC supported. Every single time you want to start a video conference, you can simply use your browser to start it directly. Okay. Now let's see this question. Got another one. Without a subscription, the client then manually adds their own contacts to their own extension. I think that's LDAP feature. That's LDAP feature. I guess that's what you're talking about. So if you never subscribe the plan, you want to use the contacts management. Two options. Option one, you can use the contacts feature, the built-in contacts feature directly. All right, this is option one. Option two, you can also make our PBX to work as the LDAP server. All right, so that's also going to be the way for you to manage your contacts as well. Now, hopefully this is going to be clear for your question. Is that clear, guys? Okay, let's see. Another question here is, if all users want to use a company-wide phone book, then the subscribe is the best? Yep, sure. If you want to manage your contacts with a specific way, let's see, a specific way means you want to create different phone books. You have customers, you have VIP customers, you have suppliers, you have vendors. You want to make it be more specific, means you're going to use the phone books, right? Then the best solution for you is please subscribe the plan, either enterprise or ultimate, because once you subscribe the plan, you got the phone books feature. You can make your contacts management be much easier, be more advanced. Okay, thank you for the question. Now let's keep going with our video conference. Here we go. So video conference feature, once again, like I said, based on WebRTC. Anytime if you want to start the meeting, you can go click on this one. Start the instant meeting right now, right here. Very simple. That's it. What we're supposed to do now is you can set a password. This is optional, or you can just go click on create directly. So I'm just going to start the video conference right now, right here. And if I want you guys to join the session now, I can just simply copy this invitation link. All right, I can simply copy this invitation link. I'm sorry, guys, this is Chinese because my computer system right now is Chinese. That's why. I'm sorry about this. I will, if I use another computer, probably it will be posted in English. All right, sorry about this. This is because of my system and language. All right. So anyway, for you guys, if that's English version, you don't have to worry about this. You will control your mic, your camera. You can also share screen. See this, Chinese guys? Now you'll learn Chinese. This is actually screen sharing. So next time, if you want to share your screen, you can also go click on this button, share the screen, like a presentation, documentation, whatever. Okay. And you can also use the the chat panel here, chat with those guys. So generally speaking, this is a very easy to start meeting solution. Okay. That's it. That's what it is. I'm going to end this meeting now. All right. Sorry about the Chinese. All right. Sorry about this language. This is because of my system language. The Windows language. Okay. So again, like I said, it's WebRTC based. So anytime for internal users, external contacts, if they want to join the session, they can just go click on the link which I shared to them to join the session. Okay. All right, got this question. Can video conference be recorded? Okay, we don't support recording video conference. So if you want to record the video conference, you will actually need to use the third-party software. Okay, because so far we don't have a recording feature on it. All right, it's just the conference solution. We cannot record it. But I guess if you truly want to record this video conference, you can use the third-party applications. For example, as far as I know, there's a free application which is called OBS. Well, this is just a suggestion. I mean, there are so many options, by the way. So the solution is, like I said, you're supposed to use the third-party application to record it, right? Because the third-party application can help you to capture the screen, then you can just record it. Because we don't support recording of the video conference. All right, thank you for the question. Now keep going. Another one we have here is going to be meeting link. So like if I want to set a meeting link for tomorrow's meeting, then I can just simply set a meeting link in advance. This is not a big deal, something very fundamental, I guess. Okay, that's it. Now keep going. The next one we have here will be the operator panel. Have a look. The operator panel, it's kind of like I mean, for me personally, I would like to call this as like a visualized control panel for you to manage your incoming and outgoing costs. It will be a very good solution for people who's in charge of call management, like a supervisor, receptionist, anyway, because part of their job is to handle so many incoming costs, right, from customer side, or maybe so many internal costs. Anyway, so if call management is part of your job, then you truly want to simplify this. Well, what we can do now is we can actually use the operator panel because it's fully virtualized based on your browser, based on your web client. Now that means if I want to realize something like call transfer or call parking, anyway, something like that, I don't have to try to remember the feature code for this particular operation. What I'm supposed to do now is I can simply have a look on the screen, because this is a real-time feedback. I can just have a look on the screen. Then for the, for that sort of call management, what I can do is I can just use my mouse control for all of it. Now, for example, like if this is going to be called transfer, I can use mouse click, right click on my mouse, manage this call directly, or I can even use drag and drop. So like if I want to distribute a call to a particular agent, so I can simply drag this call and I'm going to drop it to that extension. So that's the way how we simplify the user experience by using this visualized control panel for your call management. I think this is very simple. All right. The next one, call center console. This is the call center solution, which I was talking about before. Now have a look. Now in the previous session, I think we just mentioned about the configuration of our queues, right? So we can set lots of things there, preferences, the working mechanism, anyway. But exactly how can we figure out the team performance? Because you guys still remember, right? On our queue configuration, we got something called SLA, Service Level Agreement. We do support that. Well, exactly how can we figure out the team performance based on this? Well, we can actually use the web client. So it means individual users or people who's in charge or people who's going to work in this particular service center, they will just simply log into the web client and they can have a check on the workboard. This is the real-time feedback panel, which tells us exactly how many waiting calls do we have there. What about our team performance, the service performance? Anyway, everything will just be posted here on this big screen. And by the way, guys, that's a real-time feedback. That's totally a real-time feedback. Okay. So we totally have 17 widgets here, and those widgets are fully customizable. You can make it smaller, you can delete it, and if you prefer, you can even take this workboard out of your browser. So sometimes, like, I just want to post those data on the big screen because I'm in charge of the team, so I want to show the entire team about our performance. But the thing is, I don't want to show them my browser. That's my personal user account, so I don't want to post my browser on the big screen. That's a little bit weird. So what I'm supposed to do now is I can just take this workboard out of my browser, post this on the big screen. That's enough. That's what we need. Okay. And another one we have here will be the queue panel. So for people who's in charge, I'll give you guys an example. Like if I'm the supervisor for the queue, people who's in charge, right? And if I want to figure out the team performance, I can go check on this particular panel. And I can also manage those agents as well. So like a dynamic agent, let's see, you can see the first agent, Sue, she's the dynamic agent. So I can lock her in, kick her out, take a pause for her anyway. And this is static agent. I can also pause them. Anyway, this is the way how I'm going to control it. Totally the simplified way for us to manage the entire team, right? Because this time, I don't even need to know what is the feature code for this particular operation. What I'm supposed to do is I can just have a check on the computer. So I can stay focused on my computer because I have lots of work to do there. Well, simultaneously, I can also use this panel to manage the team as well. That's what it is. Okay. The other features left here are pretty simple, like call logs, voicemails, recordings. They're all synchronized on our PBX simultaneously. So you will be able to have all the same information on your IP phone, on your mobile client, your PC client, because they're all synced from the PBX. All right, so personal information, you can just get them, all of them here. Okay, and here you can also choose the preferences settings. For example, like I want to change my avatar. I want to change the photo for myself, or I want to see the Linkus login QR code or login link. I can just check it over here. And function key configuration, like I said, you're gonna configure it here as whatever you prefer, right? All right, let's just got a question. Let's have a look here. Can voicemails be played on the device instead of the user's PC speakers? Yes, sure. The voicemail can be played on any devices. It depends on you. You can choose to play it on your computer. This is one way. You can also choose to play your voicemail on your mobile. Right? And you can also choose to play your voicemail through your IP phone. That's fully supported. And besides that, one more option. We also got a feature on the P-Series system. It's called speech to text. If you enable that feature, if you make your PBX be integrated with Google Cloud, you can even get the text version of your voicemail. Means you can read the voicemail instead of playing the voicemail. That's also supported. All right, I'll just give you guys an example. See the voicemail here? I want to show you something here. You see this one? The last one, Jason New. All right, that's the voicemail I get before. I can choose to play it directly, or I can choose to click on view text. So the text version of the voicemail is going to be here, because we just simply need to figure out this integration with Google Cloud, and we can also get the text version of the voicemail. That sounds cool, right? So this is totally supported. Okay, so guys, I guess that was basically all we have for today's session. Now, please just have a look there, see if there's any questions. If you have, drop your questions in the question box, please. Okay, let's see this question. If voicemail uses Google for text, does an emailed voicemail show that text? Emailed voicemail? What do you mean emailed voicemail? Like a voicemail to email? Okay, voicemail to email. All right. Yeah, you can also do the same thing. Voicemail to email, we can also show the text version. That's also supported. That's also supported. Okay, thank you for your question. All right, another one. Let's keep going. Another question here. Customers use different web browser brands. Is this compatible with majors, Edge, Chrome, Safari, and etc., or are any known not to be compatible? Okay, our suggestion is you can use Google Chrome. This is the best suggestion, the best recommendation. But other browsers are also supported. Not a problem. If you're using something else like a Safari, you can also do it. Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay. But usually we just suggest our customers to use Chrome. As we know, Chrome is the most stable one. Because other browsers, you don't even know if there are any limitations on the browser. Perhaps you will need to access the browser settings to change something if this particular browser got a limitation or whatever, who knows, right? But usually it's not a problem for us to make it work. The compatibility, it works fine so far because I tried different browsers before. So far it works good, not a problem. All right, so thank you for the question, guys. Anything else? Okay, sure, yeah, thank you guys, thank you. Yeah, time to take the test, guys. Please check the handouts, all right? Handouts, I gave you guys the letter, you guys can check it. I just posted some links there. One of those links is gonna be the online test. So you guys can go click on it, check the test. All right, hopefully you guys can pass the test for one time, right? I don't think it's a difficult one. So you guys can just take the test, please. All right, that's very important. And also, same as usual, I would like to collect your feedback for our session today. Okay, so please give us your feedback. And also, guys, once again, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your questions. Don't forget to check the link I posted in the handouts. Join the test. All right, I'll pass the test and you guys will be able to get the certificate from Yeastar. Okay, so have a look, please. See if there's any other questions, anything else. Just let me know. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right, another question is, we wish to see Cloud 2, if there are different training for that. Yeah, we also have a certified training for a cloud solution. That's called YSCT. Most of our configurations are the same thing because the cloud edition and our appliance edition, all the functionalities are the same thing. But the difference is when we talk about the cloud solution, we're actually going to talk about something based on our management platform, which is called YCM. I think that part, only that part is different because cloud solution, you need to figure out the management platform. All right, there's a management platform for you to manage the cloud PBX. That part is quite special. And as for the functionalities, I mean PBX level, for the PBX level, all the functionalities and features, they're all the same thing, guys. Even the subscription plan is so similar. Okay. But anyway, if you guys need it, please just let us know. I think it's possible for us to make another arrangement to talk about the cloud solution as well. All right. I'm so glad to see that you guys are interested in our solution. That's a good thing. Now, hopefully, everything we mentioned in this session will be clear, will be informative for you guys. All right. Okay, so I guess that was all we have for today's session. All right. Once again, thank you so much for your time, guys. Have a nice day. All right. I will catch you guys in the next one. Okay, need more details, by the way, you guys can check on our website anytime. You guys can also subscribe our YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure you guys can get my voice on YouTube channel anytime. All right, so you can subscribe our YouTube channel, get the detailed information. Lots of video tutorials are available on our channel as well. Okay, so that was all we have for today's session. Have a nice day. Take care.